How you guys doing? How you guys doing? It's been such a long time. If they call, I'll just bring it to you. Sweet. How you guys doing? How you guys doing?
Close it.
I just hold it for a bit. Yeah.
Yo.
So what is going on? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? It's actually been a while. I came on Instagram Live to talk anything, even trading. So today, I'm here with you guys. You've been seeing what I've been doing. Just playing with the market, collecting some dollars. Just close some few positions, and then I'll get back to you guys in a minute. I'm still trading gold. Today, me and gold, we've been dying. Me and gold has been dying on the market today. You know, this whole, for the last, 6 months, I've just been a little bit slow on the market, right? When I say slow, it's like, I take my regular trades. I don't try to be very aggressive. I don't try to overstep my risk management. But today I was like, fuck it. Let's just do the most. So you chop the market. Yeah, it's far more than your eyes can even see. If I tell you what is going on now, it's far more than your eyes can even see. You know, it's far, far more than your eyes can see. But anyway, that's something you know me for already. That's something that I don't feel like it's even like relevant for me to highlight on again. You know what I can do. I've been doing this for God knows how many years now, right? But what I want to tell you guys is, before we even get into like the chart, because we're definitely going to do some chart works, we're definitely going to go into the market. You see what is happening with gold. Why are you not milking from gold now? If you're not milking from gold now, you're missing out. You know, you're really missing out. I feel like, right, with where we are in gold, you know, you as a trader, you can actually like pause on a lot of things, pause on diverting your interest in watching even so many of the currencies. It can be on your watch list. You know, you watch them once in a while, like just like the other day when I gave you guys like that GBP USD trade. I think nobody saw it coming, but I saw the setup. It looked legit, and then I took it and I instantly shared it to the community, and everybody made money from that setup, right? So that's something I'm saying that, like, regardless of the fact that what I'm about to just share with you still holds, there are certain times we're going to see certain setups. We cannot ignore them. We got to just like milk the hell out of them, you know. But in reference to the conversation we're having now, I'm just saying that if I was you, I'll probably like give a little bit more preference and attention to XAU USD, you know. So me and the boys, we have literally hacked, right? Found a code to XAU USD, right? We have somebody say miss you on Twitch. We've actually switched it up to YouTube, right? So if you're missing out on Twitch, that means you're not following the channel actively enough. You should get on YouTube as well, because the live still holds there, right? So they teach us sense for free. You guys are funny. But yeah, like I'm saying, you don't want to be missing out on opportunities when they're literally like knocking on your door. And I said, so many people are actually afraid to even take the risk for gold, obviously because they are not like proficient when it comes to gold trading, right? But you know, my brothers, right, the goats, they're in Dubai now. We've been, you know, getting together, doing a lot of stuff, right? And the crazy thing I want to share with you, you guys know that when it comes to trading strategy, they are independent by themselves. When I say trading strategies are independent, it's like my truth can be very different from another person's truth. But the reality is that when I see that XAUUS is going to be a sell, and somebody also sees with their own perspective that XAUUS is going to be a sell, right? There is a thin line that merges the reasoning behind that position. And for a 1 time, it can be luck, it can be just probability. For 2 times, then it's no more luck. 3 times, it's no more luck. 4 times, it's no randomness. 5 times, 6 times, 10 times, then there's a pattern to it. And that's what was observing, or what was occurring between me and then the Goats brothers, right? Tapelo and Eames. And then so we sat down properly and merged our trading strategy. I'm like, okay, I use this tool, I use this confirmations, I use this, and they also said, okay, Gojo, we also use this, we add this, and then we said, okay, so if you're seeing this at the same time, how does it interpret here on the market in my time? And then we saw those patterns, like, okay, fine, we have developed something insane. And that's how come we've been just killing gold back to back. And then in that thin line of difference, we said what? Then we've probably discovered a formula, right? I always tell you guys, I've been coming on trading live sessions, and I tell you that finding the trading strategy is like finding the formula. Like your teacher gives you a complex math equation, and then you have to like calculate algebra, and then finally say, okay, this formula can solve it. In trading, you have that as well, right? You can combine a lot of things. Add this in those times that we used to use indicators. Add this indicator, add this, add everything, and finally say, wow, I found that thing that basically answers the problem, you know. And so if you're here and you're not finding your formula, then you know you're missing out on what will lead you to profitability. So then we said we're gonna call it the almighty formula, right? Why almighty? You know, in high school, if you did attend high school in Ghana, in elective mathematics, there's almighty formula. And then most times your teachers will tell you, prove the almighty formula, right? And then that almighty formula, when you put it in any equation, you get the answer, right? So in our trading strategy, when we relate it to almighty formula, it's like when you put it to any market condition, you're going to get the formula, which is the direction of the market, right? And we are doing this boot camp for you guys in just a couple of weeks from now, and the sport is very limited. I promise you, if you take me, let's say 6 years down the line, 7 years down the line, and I'm supposed to be watching somebody like Kojo, right? I create your science. I create your science. Yes, of course. If you put me 6 years back, 7 years back, and then I'm listening to somebody telling me something like this, right? I would not miss it for anything. I feel like most of you have slept on your own opportunities. I feel like most of you have slept on that thing that will level you up to the next thing. Somebody say, are you in Ghana now? No, I'm in Dubai. I'm still in Dubai. I'm just in my room in Dubai, right? You can see, literally in my office, by the way, not even in my room, like my office, right, with the whole lightning and everything. You can see my computers there. I'll show you guys that as well. But yeah, still in Dubai. I'm saying that if I was you, I promise you, I would not miss this boot camp for anything. For anything. See, sometimes, right, there's that point where I just stay away from like teaching in the trading community. You realize that I barely even like come on to shoot YouTube videos. You know, I barely come on Instagram live, and I used to like come back and then show you guys and, you know, analyze the market. And because it gets to that point where like you're just comfortable, you know, like you're just okay. Like, look at what I just did with the market this morning. That money can take me traveling, going on vacation, shopping, chilling with the family, and I'd not necessarily need to like, you know, teach anybody that thing or necessarily do anything. And I've stayed away from publicly teaching. It's getting to a good 3 years now. Like the last time that I organized, you know, those times we used to organize the sniper entry sessions, right? And then we used to have like guys jumping on, and suddenly it got to a point I'm like, no, I stopped. Do you know why I stopped? I stopped because for any strategy, the more you publicize it, the more weaker the efficiency or accuracy of that strategy becomes, right? Look at the guys that used to just make noise about SMC, ICT. Who talks about those things anymore? Because it became too oversaturated. the market started, understanding that pattern, and they're not really sinking in line with that pattern. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, right? Like everybody that was literally just trading SMC, just trading ICT, every platform you go, every forum. Like, you think the market is made for you to just like make that money easily like that? No. That's why sometimes, like, you hear me just keep quiet about the good strategy, the online course and everything, because I'm still actively in the market. From time to time I come in, I want to play on them. I want my strategies to last for a formidable years, for a long time. So once in a while, my gracious self says that, okay, as part of a CRS, right, which is corporate social CSR, right, corporate social responsibility, as part of like the good part of me, like, just teach a bit of like dedicated people in the community, right? And that's how come we teach you. So that's how come we have organized this. And the thing is that this is only for 50 people. This session is only for 50 people, right? And already a lot of people are already jumping in, and I kind of feel sad that some people that I've known, that have been following me, over a long period of time, and have not made any form of real commitment to like want to go a step further, take a step further in their own decision, would miss out on opportunity like this. That I know that like teaching is not a thing that I find fancy again, or I find interesting again. So this time that I said, okay, fine, I want to like, perhaps give back again in terms of like knowledge, and then it'll probably take another God knows how many months before I or how many years before I make that decision again. I really want people to, especially the most serious ones, if you're not serious, you're not invited in that club, to take that risk. Take that risk to your profitability, and I can guarantee you this will be like the most mind-blowing decision you ever take. Like, it's going to be so packed with things, realistic things, not just theoretical things that you're just going to finish learning and then wondering that, how do I find this trade? What do I do next? Where does the formula? There are certain times people go in certain forums, people go in certain trading sessions or certain communities, they finish learning the formula and then, or the strategy, suddenly they're asking themselves that, so where do I start from? How do I start? Tell me if you've had that experience before, where you go into, like, you get some trading course, you are listening for hours, you finish, and then you are now faced with a real market scenario, real market situation, and then you say, okay, trade now, and then you're just there. You don't know what to do, you don't know where to start from. Because the lessons are not coherent enough, the lessons are not practical to the market enough, right? People are asking, like, how do I sign up, or how much is the class? The class is $299. It's probably expensive for a few people, not quite expensive for a lot of people as well, I know, but it will be the best investment you'd ever make. You see that if I come on live to talk about something, then it means that thing is important for me, and then it also means that I want genuine people who are really ready, because we're going to carry those people along. We're going to mentor them. I'm going to give you tools, some things that you didn't even assume that they exist, right? The things that have made Rick who he is, the things that have made Common who he is, the things that have made the people in the inner circle who they are. You're going to have it. You're going to have those tools. You're going to have literally everything as a pack, and not only coming from my camp, that of the twins as well. Whatever we put together, we're serving it, right? What you have to do to get access on the Telegram community, you have to be in there. You're just going to see Almighty Formula, right? Just click on that Almighty Formula account, and then just type subscribe. You have to, if you're serious. I'm promising you guys. I am talking from, see, like, what would 299 do for me at this point in my life? Like, look at this, right? Sometimes people are confused about the passion that I used to talk about certain things, because they're like, but Kojo, you have money, or you have. I do, but like, I just love helping people. Do you see that? made this and pulled out a little bit from it. Pulled up just a little. I've just been pulling. I showed you guys some of the withdrawals that I was making already. Right? Then I'm like, okay, it's okay. You know, I'm chilled. No more risking. I was with Rick on a call, and then Rick was saying, bro, you got to just chill with this. No, the 2999 is for one-on-one. The 2999 is for one-on-one. Maybe you don't want to join the group. You want to have a special session with us, and then you're well to do, right? Then you say, okay, I want just my own attention alone. I want to just be talking to Kojo alone. I want like a physical presence with him. If you're in Dubai, we can do a meetup. If you're in any country, you feel like you have what it takes to fly over, why not come? We're going to chill with the big boys. That's the 2999. But the 299, the one with just the only the 2 nines, right? That's almost the 300. That is the group course, and that one is the one that is limited to only 50 people, right? And then once you what's this person saying? I don't know. Once you're able to just get in that circle, once you're able to get in that circle, oh God. You know, I'm promising you 1 month, right? Your VIP is how much? I don't know. You can just go and check on the Telegram. We're not talking about the VIP here now, right? We're talking about the almighty formula, right? So go take action now. I said, look, it's not everything that meets the eye. Is Rick on this live session? Rick, are you here? Let me see. Is Rick here? Oh, it's common here. Where are my boys? If you guys see that Rick is here, let me know. I want him. In fact, is Aram here as well? Where are all the boys? I want them to come and just give you a little bit of glimpse into things that are just like, you know, hidden in treasures, right? There's so much. Let me tell you guys these things when I started really becoming profitable in trading. So when I started really seeing profitability and making money in trading, right, I decided that I was going to make my trading strategy future proof, right? Future proof in the sense that I knew there was going to be a point in time where a lot of traders are going to come flood in, and then once they do that, liquidity is going to change on us. I knew that there was going to be a change in regimes, you know, change in presidency, change in global market flows, right? So what I did, I kind of broke down my trading strategy into levels. I broke them down into 5 levels. Currently I'm on the 3rd one, right? There's the 4th one, and then there's the 5th one, right? Now, for those that are joining this session, they're getting all the 5 levels at once, right? In the sense that there are certain tools when I'm trading, I don't watch them, right? I don't watch them because it's like, that's like when things become worse and difficult and I need to like still make a trade setup, then I just go and add all of those things. But when things are just normal, I just need to watch my highs, my lows, check my confirmations, 1 or 2 things, and then boom, you know, take a trade, you know. But there are certain times we go beyond that thing, right? I watched one very influential trader's tweet, and then he said something like, if you give him even $10,000, $20,000 or whatever, he's never going to teach or his strategy. I think that was probably not the way he wanted to communicate. He probably meant that it'll take a while for him to like show all his guns, right? Sometimes people think that, okay, this is all he got, this is the end. No, never assume that. Any trader that you know that have had some level of significant and continuous success has literally brought out all their cards, right? You know, remember that Donald Trump and Zelensky's video. He says what? We have the cards now. You don't have the card. We have the card, right? So in trading, there's levels of cards that we hold, right? So there's the fact that you have seen this card. Don't get deceived that you've seen it all, right? So go take action now. I have 300. Can I join VIP? I'd rather this person rather than joining the VIP, join the almighty formula. I'm telling you. You see, because obviously when you join the almighty formula, you have access to the VIP for a lifetime, by the way. That's something that we didn't add when you join, because obviously at that point you know it all. So see, that session is there's supposed to be a big difference between like those people that take that risk to join that session, and then the rest of the people that just think it's just another casual training session again. And then what I'm going to personally do, those people are going to be branded on social media, that everybody would know them, so that when they start putting their results out there, you're going to know that, oh, this person was part of this last group that did this session. And then after Koju's session, things have just changed for that person. After the twins session, Koju, Tapelo and Eames session, that guy joined, things have changed. And I'm going to be tagging them all the time, so that you will see that, okay, this is this person's level, now this is this person's level. And it's all going to be in just 1 month. Just 1 month, right? Somebody say, can you do a 50 to 500 challenge so we can afford the boot camp? I think I have TP and Eames doing that now. I don't know if it's currently $100 to $1,000 or so. So you can follow them and then follow that as well. You know, for me, like, it's just like too much of a drag and sometimes a little bit boring for me to do those type of things. Even though, like, I used to know me as what a sage. Do you know what sage means? You know, I came up with the name sage. And then sage generally is an English word, right, which means like somebody that has authority and skills in anything. But for me, sage also meant small account. What? Hey, I've forgotten what it means. Small account growing aspect. Yes. You understand? so like a lot of people used to call me sage and they didn't really remember what it meant. But yes, that was when I used to do like all of those YouTube challenges, and I'll grow $100 to $500 to this, you know. And that was like a nickname that we coined along the line. But I think it's just been such a long time that I did such a challenge. But yeah, it will be good for you to, you know, somehow get yourself involved in some challenges to raise capital. However you want to raise capital at this point, it really doesn't matter. All that matters is that find yourself in that group. You know, there are 650 of you here. Out of this 650 of you, there's only 50 that can make it in that group. And if you make it in that group, it's Almighty Formula, a lifetime VIP, a lifetime. You get a lifetime access, because for you have taken a step in risk that so many other people don't want to. So you deserve a lifetime access. And everybody is here watching it live and then listening to me live. I said that for anybody, like I said, it's not just going to be just another bootcamp. It's like me wholeheartedly saying, it's been a while. You know, if you watch Eames' Instagram story, he said something, and even me, right, I felt it, right? Even me, I felt it. Let me just quickly go on his page and then show you guys what I'm talking about right now, right? I really felt it when he passed that message. And if you did not feel it, then I don't think that you're really in this industry. You know, look at this.
Something is missing in this industry, guys. Let's be honest, a lot has changed. Right now, it's all about people fronting the Forex lifestyle. Who has what? Who doesn't? What happened to the charts? What happened to real trading? Now, this is where
I felt it. When he said that, I felt guilty myself, to be honest. You know, because I was like, bro, he's really hit the nail on the head. Because for me, yes, obviously, people used to like see, you know, the lifestyle as it was then, which is like me with my, what's the name? Me with my, what's the name? My Mercedes Benz, me with my BMW and all of that. But I was still going back to back with the lessons. People were still, learning. You'd see Kojo midnight come on live 1 a.m., 2 a.m., breaking the charts, teaching people some free secrets and stuff like that. But quite recently, just like, all you're going to see is Kojo in his Lambo, Kojo in his Cybertruck, and all of that. It's just been a little bit steered away from, like, suddenly that one responsibility of also impacting real people to also become profitable. The cars, yes, the cars, the travels, the trips. So I sat down, really thought about it. I'm like, so when we added all the strategy and then everything, and we've been using it for a considerable time, then we said, okay, why not like just really change a bit of life? Why not just like take a few dedicated people? Like I said, dedicated people. You got to be dedicated. If you're not dedicated, you'd never be able to like take such a bold steps, right? See, yesterday I paid for an access. I just put that information out there on I put that information out there on Twitter. These days you guys know I'm always almost very active on Twitter than I am on Instagram, but I'm coming back very hard on Instagram. Again, I put that information there. Do you guys know that I paid $16,000 for an access to an information, right? $16,000, right? And then you'll be surprised. I'll show you guys now. Maybe I just don't want you to see. I don't want you to see maybe what it was per se. But can you see here? Right? Subscription. How much is that? 16,000. Do you see? And then you see, thanks for your payment. 16,000. Right? I am still taking risk. I know that's not a level that any of you, so many, not any, obviously there are a lot of really, really rich and successful people on this life, but I know that that's not some type of a risk that like 90 to 95% of people will take, and this access is just for 1 year. This 16K that I paid is just access for 1 year, just to go and learn a few tips and tricks, deeper tips and tricks that can and would also improve me and then take me to the next level and expand me. So knowledge, information, you would never get them just lying around like that. Tell you the truth, access is everything in today's world. Access is just one person's. I can take that risk system. Of course, why not? I know you can do that. Why would I not believe? Somebody says, I want that 299. How do I proceed? Just if everything I'm saying is convincing you and you want to take the risk, take that action, let me show you all you got to do. Just go on, I type it, yeah? Go on Telegram, right? And if you don't know where my Telegram is, it's the link in my bio. Right? Go on Telegram now. And reply or send subscribe, right, to this account. I'm posting it in the group so that I'm posting it in here so that you guys see it. And then if you're taking action now, so that you don't miss out on it, let me just pull up the right information, right? Almighty Forex Bots. Almighty Forex Bot. Okay, I got it right. Yeah. I'm taking the risk. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. I'm telling you, where did my comments go now? It's like a lot of people are commenting, so it takes a while for your comment to appear. Wait, where did my comment? It's like my comment is missing, guys. My comment is missing. I can't find my own comment. Just let me type it again. Go on Telegram, right? Almighty. Yes, finally my comment came. Yes, this is all you gotta do. Just look for this one, or you can search t.me at Almighty for it, and then you're gonna find and just send subscribe. So if you want to join the one-on-one, or you want to just join the group one, which I recommend, by the way. I mean, I recommend any one of them, whether you want to join the one-on-one, the group one, whatever it is, it's solely up to you. Then you can just be in the inner circle, right? Anyway, enough of that now, even though I'll talk about it again. But in the meantime, right? In the meantime, you guys see what I've been doing. I've been doing to gold back to back. You guys see what I've been doing to gold back to back, back to back, back to back, right? All that you're seeing here, right? There's more to this thing that you're seeing here. Right, all that you're seeing here, there's more to it. Look at it. There was a reason why gold came to 32.50, and before that, right, there was also a reason why it came to 3,500. Right, there was just a reason. Somebody said my audio is off. Oh, sorry about that. I think I had my hands on it. Right, like I said, there was a reason why gold came to 3,500, and there was a reason why it's also played on 3,350, and there's a reason why it is just where it is now, right? And see, guys, gold will change your life. Gold will make you who you want to really be in trading, right? Yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, I was on live, right? I was on YouTube live, and then at that time gold was trading around here, right? Gold was trading around here, just here. And then I told the people in the because people, so many of them were seeing, this is me on the 15 minute, I just switched to the 15 minute. So many of the people here were seeing buys for gold, and I told them, no, I don't know why you'd be looking at a particular this type of chart and think that you'd be looking for a buy on gold, right? And I switch to the 15 minutes, which is what you want to learn, especially in today's market. You know, you've been seeing how trade signals have been flying, and then most of the time it's just on the 15 minutes, and it's only on 15 minutes, right? So what we've not done justice with teaching them most, right? Especially even on YouTube videos, I've not done a lot of like free tutorials on it, is multi-time frame analysis, right? But we use multi-time frame analysis a lot, and then multi-time frame entries, right? So I saw this, I told them that, look, if I were you, I'd probably just wait for gold to break this range here, right? So I picked that range down for them. I said break this range here, right? And once it breaks this range, I'll take my entry here, put my stop loss above the range, and then just target this next lows. And then by then I'll start getting these lows here, right? I'll start getting this immediate lows here, which comes down onto this, exactly this line. I'll start getting these lows here, these lows here. Do you see the lows there? I'll start getting these lows, and then so the setup was looking like this, right? Just like this, and see what happens. Straight up like that, boom, hits the take profit and goes even beyond that, right? But what most of you don't know is that after you've had a market drop like this, even this pullback here, right? Even this pullback here provides you a lot of opportunity to even make a lot of money. Like, pullbacks are the sweetest and quickest way to make a lot of money. Like even with what just happened now, let me just skip this part and then this, and then just move here. See, I don't want to mention numbers, right? I always just don't like mentioning numbers. You know me, it's sometimes I just show a little bit, then it's okay, right? But do you guys know that majority of the money that I made today, I made it from here, from this level, even though I was trading a lot within this range, right? But just in the last 1 hour, right, majority of the money that I made in the market, I made it from here today, right? But somebody will see this and say, Pakojo, the move is gone already. Look at where it is. Why are you still selling? Because you don't understand this range. You don't understand what is going on here. You don't understand the meaning of all these confluences you're seeing here. But I do, and then see from that level here, right? Anywhere within this range, all the way to here, right? How many pips is that? 200 pips. So you would think that, oh, gold has gone, has left me, and then you just forget about it. You sleep, and then you come back, and then you've seen that there's another extra, 240 pips that or 230 pips that just went. And that is where finally you get convinced, and then you want to jump in, right? You get convinced that you want to jump in, but you don't know what to still look out for here. You don't know. You really don't know. And then guess what? You get trapped at the bottom. Getting trapped at the bottom means that what? You're hanging in there, and then you blow your account. So your entry is here, right? Your entry is really here. Your entry is finally here. Why? Why will you do that? Why will you do that to yourself? Finally you put your entry here, and then you're hanging in the market. It happens to, where is the guy in your 2017 video? He's living his life in the US. He's living his life in the United States of America. And I am also living my life in the United Arab Emirates. So at the end of the day, united. Kojo, can you help me with a laptop? You guys, are we talking about market, or we're talking about different stuffs? Pay attention. This one would make you the money for the laptop. It's a teach a man how to fish. Don't give him fish. So do you want me to teach you how to fish, or you want me to give you fishes right now? By the way, don't forget what I just told you guys, right? Don't forget that I'm saying that what if you want to see a real change in your life, guys, don't play with the information that I'm giving to you. Just get access to my Telegram. There's a community, right? And once you get access, you see this almighty formula here. Just click it. Once you click it, right, you see subscription plans. Once you click subscription plans, you're going to see $299 and $2,999. This is the group one, right? This is for group. Let's click on that one. That's the group one. You click on that one, you say subscribe, so many payment means, right? You want to use MasterCard, Visa, USDT, Bitcoin, whatever it is, you choose on it. Instantly, you are added to the group, right? And I'm telling you that is the best investment you're going to make in the year 2025. If you're still lingering around my content and excited, and then I've had thousands of DM people coming into my DM, Kojo, teach me how to trade, teach me. But I'm wondering that now I've presented an opportunity. Now people are being lackadaisical. We've had a lot of people in the group, but I want the people that have been bothering me so much to jump on the trend now. I don't want when we've finished the session, and then we probably have our headspace in a different place. Then I'll see my DM. Help me. No, I don't want to go back to that space. So do well. How can we join from? You can join from anywhere. It's online, guys. It's not a physical or any class session. It's literally online. You just have to. Is it a lifetime group? Yes, it is a lifetime group, and you'd have access to talk to us all the time. You also be part of our individual VIP groups to also learn and take trades from there as well. Imagine learning from FX Goat and then Kojo Forex at the same time. You're getting a combo. That's a cheat code. That's a real cheat code right there. I'm telling you. That's why I made that statement that if you take me back in time, right? Back in time, in my time in trading, let's say in the year 2016 or 2017, this moment would be waking up to see that Astro FX is in combination with, let's say, QBanks, right? You know Astro FX, that's Sean Liam and Amanat combining their knowledge with QBanks to say we are combining our knowledge to create a course to teach you. Jesus, I would jump in. That's if we're in 2016 or 2017, because you needed that knowledge, you needed that that thing, that little bit of a thing that made that striking difference in their life. And that's what we are providing for you in today's term, because the twins had their strategy. That's just what has made them the FS goods, and I also have my strategy. That's what has made me Kojo, and we have combined knowledge to impact. Somebody say, what is the 299 for? That's a one-on-one. The 299 is a one-on-one. It means that you don't want to be part of any group. You want all of us to treat you specially. You want special treatment. So why not? Like I said, your money does the talking, right? When you dash your course to those who will join the camp, that's something we can think about. That's something we can definitely think about. If you want to have access to my private online course after the session, we can definitely set you up. It's not something that is part of the package, but we could do some favors if there need be, because obviously there are certain aspects of the content that would come from there as well. So will this be posted on Instagram? No, unfortunately. I never save my live sessions, so it will not be posted. So money does the talking, of course. Money does the talking. So maybe you don't want to join other people. Do we get a trade on the live? Of course. Why not? We're gonna trade, and then you remember we're gonna be in competition. By the way, me and the boys. It's me versus TP versus IMS. We created a trading account, and then we're gonna be trading and see who makes the most equity on that account. So yes, you're going to get that. Kojo, can you drop a free YouTube video for your new strategy? That's a big request. That's a very big request, right? Guys, take action now before the group reaches its limit, because when it reaches, there's not going to be any more seats for you. Maybe that's the time you are reeling and ready, and finally say, okay, Kojo, I want to, and then you come and then they say no space. What is the best international broker? I mean, when it comes to broker, there's just a few of them around, depending on your jurisdiction, right? So if you live anywhere around Africa, Middle East, Asia, there's no way you'd skip Exness. But if you are in the Americas, then it can be tricky for you. Anticipating the challenge. You can tell, right? It's going to be mad. So imagine learning, also being in the group, and then experiencing a challenge in real time. You don't want to miss it. You really don't want to miss it. So yeah, guys, that's just like what I can share with you regarding that. And I said again, and I'm emphasizing, I don't want you to miss it for anything. So if you're here and it's in your tax bracket, right, take the risk, join us. Just go on Telegram, subscribe to the Almighty Bot, join us now. So gold, right? We're back to gold, right? Like I was saying, see, this is like the 5-minute time frame, and this is the 15-minute time frame. Playing with gold in this time, even as we're here, right? Even as we're talking here, right? This thing alone is a trading setup, right? That would easily make anybody 90 pips. Just this place alone, 90 pips to 100 pips. Just this place. Right? It was because I was showing you something in the community. I would have just said, okay guys, if you really want to make money now, just buy now, and instantly you'd make money. As we're speaking, right? Discount price for gold. What do you mean discount? I don't get what this person is saying. go show us your Lambo. That's what we're interested in. I mean, the lifestyle is there. You know, it gets to that point where you buy some of these things, you actually even forget that you have them. You know, it's nice things to have, but sometimes we're not so drunk with those things. You know, it's actually been more than a week. I drove it this morning, by the way, because me and my wife went for breakfast and then we just took it. But more than, imagine that I have it literally packed down there, and it's been a week. I drove it. That's what it is. You know, my mind is just chasing different stuff. My mind is on somebody's morning stuff from yes. But is that enough for an entry? You must understand and ask yourself, where is it in the market, and what is it doing there, and what are you seeing around it? So if you just see that standing alone and then you take a decision on that, you could sometimes be wrong on that, by the way. You know, MC, please, can I join if I haven't traded before? That would be a very tricky one. That would be a very, very tricky one, you know, because it's absolutely a session that is supposed to build on your strategy, and then you being a trader already. But what we can do, if you join and you don't know anything about trading, but you still want to like take that as your number one investment for the year, I can quickly direct you to so many avenues to get a quick beginner wrap up, right? Whether it's me linking you to the Kojo Forex Academy, them running you through a beginner session, or giving you one of my in-depth videos on beginner session, right? Some of them are online, some of them are not online, and then you literally like run through, you get your whole setup, and for somebody that is like a beginner trader, this is actually opportunity. Why? I like teaching beginners. I like teaching people that have never traded before. Let me tell you why I love that. I really like, if there is any group of people that I find it so easy to teach, is somebody that has never traded before. Why? Because that person don't have any corrupted like knowledge, no conflicting concepts. You know, for somebody that has been trading for 5 years, 6 years, that they are still not profitable, they've learned a lot of stupid, unnecessary chaffs. You tell them A, they are challenging you. You tell them B, they are challenging you. If you're challenging me, why are you in my space to learn? Why am I profitable and you are not? Why are you looking up to me when I'm telling you that delete this indicator, change this time frame, stick to this, follow this rule? And you'd be like, nah. But a beginner is not going to hassle with you through that route. You tell them that this is it, take it as it is. Instantly they take it. See, what most of you don't know, what made Common Forex faster, so fast of a profitable trader, is because he learns from only me. Does it make sense? He learned from only me. Like the only lesson Common has ever had in his life is just like me as a brother. Common is my brother, you know, and I got into trading before him. You know, when I was still trading, he was still in school. Even though we met, I went to uni a little earlier before him because he's a hustler. That guy is a different animal, you know. But when he was ready, and said, Kojo, you know, I'm done with everything now. I want to get into trading. I put him on my side. I said A for A, B for B, C for C, D for D. Never changed the script. Never changed the script for once. That is like the first and fresh and only knowledge. And never have I ever visited Common, or we had a conversation and then he would say, and I saw this course and I saw this lesson and I bought this book and I did this. For what? For what? Some of you don't get it. You don't really get it when we're talking about some of these things. You know, it's very, very serious. You know, you don't get it when we're saying, like, sometimes it feels like an overstretch. That's why I leave. I don't like to stress on those. Hey, I just saw it's coming by. I'm probably sure he's talking about something different. Let me see. Oh, okay, he's talking about something. I thought he's on the live. I just saw a text from Common. I thought he's on the live. I think he's talking about something. He's talking about a deal, so he's talking about something different. Yeah, but somebody said true. Yes, indeed. You know, so many people have corrupted their mind with so many unnecessary information. So once you're steering them through the right one, there's what we call in philosophy cognitive cognitive. Kojo, even we don't pay for now, Almighty Formula can we pay for the mentorship? What do you mean? That I'm confused, because basically that Almighty Formula is the mentorship, right? So I think you're talking about two things at the same time. One more thing, what will be the time for the program, and for how many times in a week? Every week you're going to have 3 sessions. In fact, it's actually going to be, I don't know if it's 6 sessions or 3, but let me get my information right. But I know that it's not going to be less than 3, because every week I'm going to be teaching, IMS will teach, and then TP will teach, and then Friday we'll do like an overall session. So you could probably have like 4 or 6 sessions in a week, back to back like that, from literally like infant level of technical analysis to the creme de la creme level of technical analysis. And I'm saying I'm pouring my heart out. When I say I'm pouring my heart out, and anytime I use that word, just know that I'm in a what, I don't know what mode I should say, whether ghost mode or I'm in, I don't know, a different level, because the informations, I have a lot. The way I look at the market is in so many ways, and those pieces always come together in a very natural way. And now there was this time that this lady, she works for a corporate organization. She told me that she's been wanting to, go full-time trading and all of that. And then she's sometimes been listening to my live session and watching my YouTube videos, but she knows that there is just something that, she's not getting right. And she feels like once you get that thing right, everything will change. And I'm watching, I'm like, so what do you think is that thing that you're not getting right? Let's take it one step at a time and break it down, right? And then because what I wanted to do was an exercise of changing her mind on how to interpret things on the market forever. And I think I'm going to do that exercise with you guys now, right? Just a brief one, and that's just probably one out of 10 exercises that will change the way you look at the market. And then you can break that exercise down in so many ways, right? So I took the market, right, and I took, like, let's say a level like this. This is Eurocard, by the way, right? So Eurocard, then what I did, right, I just pulled the chart here, right? And I said that technically, when we say technical analysis, just what? Using historical price data to anticipate or predict future. So it means that historically market reversed here, right? So in the future, you're expecting that market is also going to reverse here. That's just how any logical person should be thinking. If you don't think like this in the market, then you have something missing, right? Because you are not a god, or you are not, I don't know, some deity to see far ahead and say this and this and this. Anything, any postulation, any speculation you make, there must be some technical logic backing it, which is like a historical data. So after I showed that, then all I said is that when you get to this level, that's not all. There's also another scope that you must open, or another dimension of wisdom that must come to you, right? I'm making it big so that it sticks in your head, right? And I said one of that wisdom is that anytime you get to this level, you see, we always say, okay, blue candle represents bulls, black candle represents bears. But people don't really understand the real significance of why we call it the bulls and the bears, right? Why? You think it's just a name? No. Have you seen a bull and a bear meet before? What do? They fight. If you put a bull and a bear in a cage, it's going to be war. It's either one die. Let's say your speaker. Oh, I think I was covering it. Sorry, guys. Right? It's either one dies and then the other survive. Right? So representing those animals in the market should not just be something that you think from a lighter perspective. Right? I'm just randomly doing a search here. I'm just doing a random search here.
Muscular bulls can weigh up to 1,200 kilos and have muscular bodies and sharp horns to protect themselves. Black bears can weigh up to 400 kilos. They are very fast and strong. They can inflict deep wounds with their sharp claws, and animals are afraid of them. What do you think will be the outcome of this encounter? Comment. Muscular bulls can weigh up to 1,200 kilos.
Let's ask him that. What do you think would be the outcome when a bull and a bear should meet? Even me, when you ask me that, it will be very difficult to tell, because you saw the bull, that huge horns. The bear, if you don't know a bear, a bear. Bears are one of the strongest and deadly animals to ever encounter. So let me see. This one present the fight.
टाइगर या लेपर्ड
I
रहता
was trying to look for just a random YouTube video of a bull and a bear encounter, but I've not seen enough. What I've seen is just some abstract videos, but you can look for anybody that sees them. I've seen a few, but I don't want us to just waste time going around with that. But I think you get a concept, right? And I'm literally relating that to the market. Really feeling this session. So if you're feeling this session, you can imagine what you're going to miss out in the almighty Formula Group, because that's just how practical it's going to be, down to earth. And before we finish, could you do analysis on Monday? Before we finish that session, your life will never be the same. So see, I like I said, people just take it on a face value. Oh, this is bullish candle, this is bearish candle. No, there is a reason for that choice, because it's a battle. It's a battle anytime between a bullish candle and a bearish candle. Within that time session, right, the bulls are dragging the market up, the bears are dragging the market down. Eventually, per every time session, one of them comes out as a winner. And the situation where one doesn't come out as a winner, we see them as well, right? So in a situation like this, we say during this time session, between a fight of the bulls and the bears, nobody came out as a winner. Here, the bulls came out as a winner. The bulls came out as a winner. Close call, but they came as a winner. Winner. The bulls lost here. Means the bears won. Right? But with all this pattern of wins, with just one win of the bears, you will still be able to tell that the bulls will come. It's think of it like Barcelona and Real Madrid football match. Barcelona lost, which is Real Madrid win, and suddenly Barcelona win one. And then the next match, you just go and say that Barcelona will win. Then you are not scientific enough. You are not technical enough. You need to be brainy. It's a simple equation, simple question. You must know from the hindsight that no, with this pattern and sequence, Barcelona will lose again. The probability of banking after these sessions of win from Real Madrid to say no, Barcelona will win, then you don't understand life. I don't know if you understand. I don't understand if this simple analogy, and that's how you must look at the market. But from adding some technical spice, as long as you are a Real Madrid fan, yeah, well, maybe because I use them to to play my FIFA game these days. So I'd rather Real Madrid than you need to be brainy. You really need to be brainy, but you get what I mean. So in this circle right here, there's going to be what? A series of fights between the bulls and the bears. And that session, think of it like a tug of war, right? Like at that point, the bulls are pulling and the bears are pulling. And it's your responsibility as a trader, right, to want to determine who would win in that race and make a decision. But the thing is that before we get into that fight, you must have a bias. And from a technical structure, your bias must be in favor of the Bears. This is thought process. This is like a thought process. This is like series of things that you must predetermine before the fight even begins. It's like, let's say Andrew Tate and Tristan have a fight, and then you know that, okay, Andrews is the eldest. He's had more wins and records than Tristan and all of that, right? But with the dimensions and equation and everything, you're supposed to choose one person and you say, okay, I'm going to choose Tristan. Why? Because this and this and this and this favors him more than Andrew. So in trading, you're going to have to say, okay, I'm seeing this is going to be a fight between the Bulls and the Bears, but I'm in favor of the Bears. Why? Because historically, they dropped there. Let's say we're having a match, and then like I used a sequence of example, Andrew and Tristan, and then you know that anytime let's say this place is O2 Arena, anytime they fight in O2, Tristan wins. The fourth year, Andrew won, all the stadium in the world, Bernabeu, what. Now they got to O2 and Tristan, and then they are back to O2 again. Even though you know that Andrew is the strongest and he always wins. At this point, you know that Tristan won, so why will you say that Andrew will win here? Then you are not also scientific enough again. You get what I mean? I'm just using some of these things to just show you how you should start programming your mind as a trader. You know? Someone say you're giving us a strategy. This is comedies. If you think this is a strategy, this is just a tip of the iceberg for what you are going to have in the Almighty Formula, right? That's why I said that if you want to be a part of that, just jump on the community, go on this Almighty Formula bot. This is the Kojo Forex Telegram community. Click on it and click on subscription plan. You're going to see the Almighty Formula for the group or for the one-on-one. I'd recommend a lot of people go for the group. You subscribe, you have so many payment means, you join the boot camp that is coming hot. So if you think this is the strategy, yes, this is just a little bit of icing on the cake, right? But with all that you've thought about now, right, I'm going to use you guys, right, to answer the rest of the question, right? Best candlestick strategy ever. Saying to that, what does that mean? Show us your Lambo. That's what I mean. I'll show you the Lambo, right? Don't worry. Let me see. What did this man see? Okay, that's a different conversation. I mean, I'll get back to the chat in a minute, guys. Right. I mean, moving on, right? I think you guys get the concept of what I've shown you guys already, right? So what do you do now? At this point, you have to be asking yourself some basic questions, right? What account size will be needed for joining? To be honest, account size is not relevant. All that matters is find yourself in the group. I'm promising you. Look, any other thing is just semantics. Don't focus on the semantics, right? A lot of you, when you want to take a decision, you're just focused on too much semantics. Okay, what account is important? What is important? Where is it? Can I join it? No. Execution is important than semantics. Execution is that, are you in the group already? Secure your spots. That's the number one responsibility. Once you fulfill that responsibility, you've answered all the questions. Later, you can worry about all that semantics, you know. So follow through. Can I be a gate man? Why not? So here, right, look at this. You answer. In this sequence of event, it's a tug of war between the Bulls and the Bears. Who won here? You guys answer in the comment section. Bulls or Bears? After you answer, then the other question. Is it right time to sell? Because like I said, our bias is to sell, right? The time that all of you say yes is the right time to sell is the time that I'll actually sell. So the Bulls won. Is it right time to sell? Yes or no? Somebody say the Bears won. What bumper? Aquari. Top Stars Kampala ni na wabonsar. Adia dawenim, chini dawenim, oh bonche. You see Bulls or Bears who won. You've seen a big candle, you're there saying it's the Bears, that one. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Bulls or Bears who won? And is it the right time to sell? The Bears won, but it's not the right time to sell. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. Bulls or Bears, is it the right time to sell? The Bulls won, but it's not the right time to sell. You know, so you can see how easy trading really is if you start thinking about things from this angle. Bulls or Bears who won? The Bulls won, but it's not the right time to sell. The Bears are not significant enough. Bulls or Bears who won? The Bears won. And at this juncture, right, you can start seeing the change and relay in baton. And if you're a trader and you take a risk in this range, there's nothing that proves you wrong from doing that, right? And the best place to put your stop loss will always be at the highs, right? On the last week of the high. And from here, you can target any low, right? Normally, when you target the most immediate low, it will be appropriate to put your stop, your take profit 2 in the mid range like this, right? See what happens next. It pushes up a little bit, doesn't get your stop loss. Why? Because it's above the range. And why is it above the range? And why is it the most protective? Because there's been 1 sequence, 2 sequence, 3rd sequence, 4th sequence, 5th sequence. The market didn't touch. There's a probability that it will hold this place as a threshold is very high. And that's what most people also miss out on. Right? So here is where you get a drawdown and people are screaming, it's going to hit my stop loss. Oh, they get out of trade. And then next minute, what happens? Boom. The market just comes down like that. Back to their entry and they're crying. So from here, you see what happens? Series of what? Movement down. Take profit smashed already. You know? Just by understanding a simple sequence of what? The strength displayed between what? The Bulls and the Bears. And this is just one trick. Because with all that I showed you here, right, you could have even also had what? An early entry also here as well, right? While you're waiting for the bigger confirmations, you could have still had your early entries also here as well, right? Which is also something that will be revealed in the bootcamp, right? So before the rest of the world is even waiting for the main bread, you're already eating from the bread. And the crazy part is that you see here, while you're eating, you can still have multiple entries here. Re-entry here. You can have re-entry here as well, right? So not only will you have like that one entry at the top there, you have 2, you have 3. All from just understanding what we're going to show you in candlesticks, in pullbacks, in market structure, in volatility, in momentum, right? So it's a lot of information and you can't get it wrong. You know, you can't go wrong, or you cannot afford not to be a profitable trader after all of these series of information and secrets has been revealed to you. Then that means your family members then really be strong. Your family members really they chase you if after all those things. And then that's not all. There are certain websites that I'm going to show you guys as well, where I get like insider, I would not say insider information, don't get it wrong, insider what? Analytical, I don't want to use information. Insider analytical insights, right? That usually backs my fundamental analysis, right? That would make trading extremely easy. You'd understand what the big boys are doing. You're going to understand what what the big players are thinking, the positions they are looking at, the biases and insight, and then we'll go into fundamental crazy. You know, a lot of people when it comes to the trading space, that one I don't even need to stress about it. You know that I'm the fundamental king. Tell me anybody else. Like, in fact, let's I mean, I'm putting this out as a challenge, you know, as a bluff and as a challenge. Who is a macro king on the street of Forex? Who understands macro? Like we're saying, okay, let's talk about geopolitics, let's talk about macroeconomics, let's talk about interest rates, let's talk about GDP, let's talk about what inflation, and relate it to real-time implication of the market. Real time. Who does it? Like, you know, we're not talking about just coming on and then say, okay, NFP data is going to go up or down. No, using that information to be able to postulate and call bigger macro moves, like gold is going to this, Bitcoin is going to $150,000, oil is going to $70 per barrel. I'm going to show you all of that. Tell me something about vulnerable area and how I found it. What do you mean? Is it safe to buy gold now? Don't be eating crumbs from the market, right? Don't be eating crumbs. Some of you like eating crumbs. Like when the market has just, you know, done the most and finally you're not coming. If I was you, I'd be selling gold now. You know, if there's any position that anybody, out of curiosity, out of interest, out of still anxiousness or excitement, want to still get involved in the market, and then the instrument they are looking at is gold, I would be selling gold now, right? So yeah, that's just by the way though. I'm not saying take that position, but if you take it anyway, it's still like a very good position. I'm still watching it from here. But if I was supposed to, if you're putting a gun on my head to choose a bias on gold now, I'll choose sell than buy. Y'all heard what he said, right? Tell me, what did I say? I probably missed out on it. Do we get to ask question? Why not? Why will you not ask a question? Is the session going to be recorded for those that miss one or two of the live? Of course, and it's going to be dropped in the group as well, right? Please explain rug pull. Oh, rug pull is a different conversation. That's like crypto language. Rug pull is not a language for Forex. Or time frame is the best for beginners. To be honest, right, if you want to do well in trading, you must understand multi-time frame analysis, which is like being able to analyze on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute. Normally I don't even recommend the 1 minute, by the way, but the time frame, interference of time frame that I play between is the 15 minutes, the 2 hours, and then the 4 hours. This is a combination of the best time frame that can really set you apart in trading, right? I ask people to mention when it comes to macroeconomics, and some of the names that I'm seeing, you guys are a joke. I think you don't understand the question that I'm asking. I just took some bit of a scalp trade, by the way, on gold for the sales that I mentioned for you. So if you find it as a good setup, why not? You can join me. Yeah, just take 3 positions for now. We're already eating some blues, by the way. But yeah, let me see some of the questions. I said I asked a question about mention somebody who understand macroeconomics and then explain it anywhere closer to what I do, and then no disrespect to anybody, but when it comes to that aspect, don't put me in the bracket with anybody, right? Because like for some of us, that's actually something that we pay school fees for, right? For some of us, that's actually like I paid 10,000s of pounds to go deeper in macroeconomics, right? There was a thing I wanted to show you guys. I think I can show you. I can show you from here. Can I do? Let me see. See, I was teaching this in class. Market to issue some bonds, and suddenly we just woke up with the sudden news that the FOMC has increased or hiked their rates, which is sudden because imagine that we made our plans to actually go out there and then acquire some or issue some bonds with our already determined yields, and suddenly rates increase. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look into the impact that rate hike is going to have with our plans, and suddenly and eventually we're also going to make some proposals or recommendations that will more like absorb the shock of the rate hike. So first you can see that treasury yield rise or base rates will increase. Why? Because already our yield is determined or more like priced in with the treasury yield, because in determining our yield we added our we added the yield plus our spread to get our base rates. And suddenly with that increase, that means that our cost will automatically increase, or our cost will be expensive in terms of acquiring or issuing the bonds. Second, we can look into the higher investor return requirements, because already investors are thinking about the fact that treasury has increased their yield. They better go with the treasuries for a safer investment. Why should they come and acquire our bonds in the first place? So it means that their appetite will be shifting towards acquiring our bonds to even acquiring safer investment. And then we can also look at reduced attractiveness of fixed income. Generally, there's a relationship between bonds and then treasury yields, in the sense that when yields or treasuries are increased or rates are increased, then bond prices tend to fall. And how does that happen? Because the yield become more attractive than bonds. So eventually, the companies that are issuing bonds have to literally reduce their prices before they will become attractive for investors to acquire. More so, investors will tend to shift their focus towards acquiring equities or even like floating interest rates of floating asset classes than ones that have like fixed interest rates like bonds. And then we can also look at higher interest burden or welcome, because initially we've already made our plans. Guys, too much. You know, who took the gold, by the way? If you took it, you're making banks. If you took the gold setup that I just shared here, you're making banks, guys, banks. You see? Easy peasy money. Easy peasy money. Like I don't even have to like do any much of analysis. Just see the market, see it, boom. And all of this I'm going to teach you guys. Secure my profit. All of this I'm going to teach you guys in the group for free. All of this I'm going to teach you guys in the group for free. It's always easy peasy. Anyway, guys, that's all the information that I have for you. I showed you live as well. You know, who bought into? I mean, who sold into the gold? Who is eating with me in the gold setup that I just shared right now? Who is eating into? Who took the risk for the fun of it? Who took the risk? Let me see who took the risk, and then if you did take the risk, how much did you make? It would be nice to know. Because that was a pretty easy setup, you know. This one is like, it's like free gift. The market is literally giving you free gift. Like eat money now, and then you're looking away. No, eat it. Could you say sell? You're buying. Could you say sell? You're buying. And could you say sell? Don't buy. The only thing that can get me wrong in the market is the market itself, not another human being. Did that make sense? I don't think that made sense. The only thing that can make me wrong in the market is the market itself. When I say sell, only market can prove me wrong, not another person's analysis. Not just because somebody somewhere is sitting and say, yeah, I saw this is hitting this level and this is going to fuck your analysis. Rick is here. Ricky, why you make quiet for the live top like that? You're enjoying low key. Today is Rick's birthday, guys. Shout out to Rick, guys. Go and wish Rick FX a happy birthday. Rick, if I was in Ghana, you know what I would have done for you? Take you to Silver Fox. Yes. Well, wish Rick FX happy birthday. No worry, my bros. If I come back, we still go enter. You don't fear. Is how much different from your good strategy? Oh, already. What did you make? What did you make?
Watch it. Oh, I forgot I'm watching it here. Watch it, so
Yeah.
watch it with there's chicken and egg. Do you want
Terry, why your eye get like that? Why your eye just
I see happy. See, come to eat some of the food.
Guess what?
Chicken.
Guys, just make money in life so that you just be working and your wife will come. You know. Get my
The
wife.
next monitor is an
what am
agile
I
tree
doing?
climber.
I'm just
It's
working.
long.
I'm just working. I'm just trading. You see her nice hair. And then she just comes. Your food is ready. Do you know what food? Do you know what food that is? Don't miss out in life. Food. Take action. What food is that? Wachi. I'm in Dubai. I'm eating wachi. Hey. Almost stop playing. You know. So your food is ready. You know. And then what's the protein on it? What's the protein?
There's chicken, there's sausage, there's egg, there's willy. Yeah.
I can choose from anyone.
You would actually have it all.
Hey guys, I'm blessed. You must be blessed in this world, though. Hey, Mr. Albert, I see you, my big man. You must be blessed in this world to have a fine wife, fine family, fine money, find money. You know, trade in a beautiful office space like this. You know, let me clean it. I've been locked in since morning. What time did I wake up today?
What time did you wake up? Like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Just came to sit here. Been locked in. Let me show you. You see this? What is there? Mind of a hustler, heart of a king. Right? That's motivation number 1. You must have a mind of a hustler, and then you must have a heart of a king. That's me right there. You know, somebody said, Coach, you have money. Why are you still waking up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.? No, I have a mind of a hustler. Just got a heart of a king. And look here. What do you see here? Think positively, network well, exercise daily, even though I don't exercise. Eat healthy. I do eat very healthy. Work hard. Work freaking hard than anybody in the room. Stay strong. Me, I'm very strong. See my muscles? Build faith. Yes, you have to read the Bible. Worry less. Me, I have no worry in the world. Read more books every day. Be happy. You just got to be happy. Volunteer freely. Relax often. Laugh always. Live forever. And here, it's not over when you lose. It's over when you quit. It's not over when you lose. It's over when you quit. That's what I'm saying, that you may have jumped in so many mentorships and whatever, and then you've never seen results. This is that moment for you. Wait, guys, the way gold is dropping, I want to see those who took it. How much did you make? Tell me in terms of monetary. Did you make $100, $500, $5,000, $1,000? Let me see. How much did you guys make? Because this is such an easy and sweet setup that I just shared. I just shared for you guys for free on the live like that. Easy and sweet setup. I hope the lady that asked me that setup, she took it, by the way. Massive profit. Massive. Don't play. $500. Freaking hell. $175. Sheesh. $260. Nah, stop playing. $40. That's breakfast money. Except you live in Nigeria, that's your week money. $150 run. 5,000. Are you kidding me? Nah, you guys are too much. Who is lying? Somebody said they made 100K. That's a lie. Guys, stop playing. Stop capping. $1,000. Wow. $20. I love that. That's what money. Sheesh. $674. Freeman, if you don't get out of here. That was a very easy setup. Make sure you're booking your profit, guys. Make sure you're quickly, booking that over 150 pips. Easy. Who is your Odogu? Who is your kingpin when it comes to trading? That was such an easy and sweet setup, by the way, guys. I'm glad that you guys made money. $750. Wow, that's sick. Like I said, there's a lot more packed up in the Almighty Formula group. So you don't want to miss out. Like I said, it's my gift for anybody that takes the risk. I promise you. Like, I'm really promising you that it would be like something that you say, God, I thank you for letting me have the faith and bold. If you don't have money now, you still have some time before the session begins. So don't think that today is you are literally like running at a loss, not taking action today. You can take that action tomorrow. You can take that action 2 days from now. But don't just wait till the group is full before you come begging and knocking. Right? It's that type of investment that if I didn't have money at that time, I promise you, I don't mind. Even if I had stopped asking my dad money for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I'll say, Dad, you know what? I need this money to take this risk or make this investment. And I know that it's going to change. See, I don't even want to go too deep into it, But I supported somebody recently with a sum of money, and the person was like, I want to go into this business. I was a bit hesitant. I'm like, no problem. I'll just give that person the money anyway. I give that person the money. And it's such a joy knowing that people follow through with like some of the support and assistance I give them, and then they come back in multiple folds. The person has come back with tens of multiple folds of that initial investment they made. Why? Because they understood the risk they were taking, and then they went full on full, right? So that's the same type of logic and analogy I'm giving you here. Understand the risk you're taking. Understand that you want to open your eyes. You want to have that the third eye here, opened permanently and forever in trading. And then you're banking that on Kojo's wish and decision, including the 2 other top traders in the whole of Africa, which is Tapelo and Eames, to teach you that formula for success, which is the almighty trading formula forever. That's it for today, guys. You'll probably see me maybe tomorrow, next week, whenever I feel inspired, or maybe this evening, who knows, to come back again. We have some chit chat, conversation. I think I've just given a lot of attention to the Twitter folks. Now it's time to come back to my Instagram people, so expect a lot of like live sessions back to back. I showed you guys a bit of technicals. You had opportunity to take live trades and make money. In the evening, I'm coming back again. Look, I said gold, right? You can eat from gold morning to evening and not get tired. Like, gold is that instrument that we have massacred it. We've understood it to the core that it's like a baby now. You don't even stress with gold. Like, okay, gold, okay, like gold is just like, I get tired, okay, scalp it. I get tired, swing it. I get tired, day trade it. Like, bro, don't play, So it's time for me to go and eat now. Like I said, if I get inspired, I can come back on live session. Who knows? Even maybe 1 hour from now, 2 hours, 5 hours from now, 10 hours. and then it's going to be a different conversation altogether when I come. There's a website that there's a website that there's a forex website that I visited in the year 2018, and that website changed a lot for me, right? It's a full research website, full research, right? Like when we say research, you know the meaning of research, right? Like, let me show you. Digging value, turning cheese into gold. Buying the dip, digging value, remove you, using AI to build trading system. Like, it's a research platform that just, has too much value. Too much value. See this place? It talks about what? Set up April 2025. Whatever. Like, and these type of places, right? You go there to watch the industry experts' perspective in the market, right? And then you use your like advanced analytical insight to back it, right? So if, let's say, they are saying that, okay, Bitcoin is going to go from what to what, that's like the you cannot downplay professionals' contribution in the market. When somebody has gone to school for something, when somebody has really had training and education for something, the worst thing you're going to ever try to do is downplay that person. It's like talking about football, right? Messi and Neymar, and then Cristiano Ronaldo and Mbappe, and even the young man killing it these days. Look, they went to academy for football from an infant age. Do you get me? From infancy, they started playing in, like, when they were 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old. Now they are like 30, 20. You want to challenge them, you cannot. You cannot challenge those kids. Why? Because that is just what they've sold their whole life to. They just growing up to understand this. So it's like a professional who has gone to or not even a professional, let's say an authority who has gone to uni to learn macroeconomics, to learn finance, to learn accounting, to learn, and then they also come to the street to understand technical analysis and everything, and finally they are presenting you juice. Bro, don't play with it. Anyway, enough said, guys. I'm gonna leave you guys now. Take action. Go on the Telegram group. Just go to Almighty Forex Bot and then just search, or just drop subscribe now. Join the few people that we're expecting in the group. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.